That's a
No,
regional thing in the U.S.
I would never say that. I would I would correct someone immediately if I heard
Okay.
that.
I've I've heard that way more than once. I hear it somewhat frequently.
Here's the next one.
Manufacturing. So this goes back to figure. So I say figure and manufacturing, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And I think I strongly suspect you say manufacturing. Is that correct?
Man.
I think it's the same thing. To me, it kind of goes with figure. And if you said figure, you'll say manufacturing, and that manufacturing is also the stereotype pronunciation.
I honestly think I say it differently if it's fast or slow. Like
Okay.
manufacturing. Like if I'm looking at the word and I'm looking at it and processing it, I think I'll say manu. But if I'm just speaking manufacturing
You're
would
still
be
saying,
my
yeah, yeah. I would say mania or manufacturing, but saying the difference is when people say manufacturing.
m- manufacturing.
Manufacturing, yeah. That's a
No,
regional thing in the US, manufacturing.
I would
Yeah.
never say that. I would I would correct someone immediately if I heard
Okay.
that.
I've I've heard that way more than once. I hear it somewhat frequently. Yeah.
Manufacturing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go to London with this.
Manufacturing. Manufacturing. Our manufacturing process has improved significantly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's with a U
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well. He also, to me, cuts off the G. He's like saying manufacturing, rin
Yeah.
instead of ring.
All right. I
Um,
wasn't listening closely for that, but
yeah, here you check it out.
Manufacturing.
yeah. Yep.
Manufacturing.
Rin,
Yeah.
like that, which
Yes.
is a little bit surprising to me because I mean, it seems like they trend to pronounce things more the way that they're written, but I mean, we tend to drop the G quite a bit
Yeah.
in ing stuff as well. So
And in some places, I call this part of the hick accent I grew up with. There's a like a double en instead of ing, so een. Do you know what I'm talking about?
manufacturing, yeah.
Manufacturing and stuff, and you'll hear people say like, I remember my younger brother said this once where we only had like whatever antenna TV when I was growing up, and we were trying to watch something on a Saturday. We were like, "What's on TV, John?" He said, "It's just boxing and golfing," right? And he like somehow picked it up worse than the rest of us, and we were like teasing him about it and saying, "It's boxing and golfing. It's totally disgusting." You know? But
No,
yeah, I have a coworker who says "een" instead of "eng."
I don't think it'd be the most common, but I don't think it would be super strange to hear that
Yeah.
in Michigan, the "een." That kind of
Okay.
rings a bell. It's been a while since I've actually lived in Michigan. Like I
Uh-huh.
moved to DC in 2010, and
Hmm.
I've only been back a couple times since then. So, and then learning another language and stuff. I mean, it's a little bit taxing on the brain. The
Sure.
CPU doesn't hold all of that there.
Candidate or candidate. So the preferred I saw was date, but I just left it. I swear I hear candidate more than candidate. And then mispronunciation, candidate versus candidate. So are you totally dropping that D at the beginning of the second syllable?
I think this is just a toss up, at least
Uh-huh.
for me. I think I would most more than the final syllable. I would most consistently just drop that D, the first D, candidate.
Hmm.
Um, I think I would lean towards date, but I don't think it would be a huge fluke for me to say candidate
Uh-huh.
um, at all. And I feel like you can hear people on mainstream TV pronouncing it both ways.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty common. It's probably an accepted alternative, or maybe, and again, different sources, it may be the primary pronunciation depending on what source you cite.
Yeah.
So there's like a big star and question mark after all these. Let's hear who do you got queued up for this one?
We're gonna check out London here.
All right.
Candidates. Candidate.
So that was two different di and d, right? But
Uh-huh.
he's staying consistent with the date. Let's check
Yeah.
it out with the sentence.
We selected the top candidate yesterday.
Yeah.
So I mean, he doesn't drop the d at all.
Correct. Yeah. And he finished with date.
Yeah, he finishes with date. So I mean, to me, did make sense because it's unstressed. So there's no reason to like extend that a, right? Candidate, right? Candidate. But I think that I wouldn't bat an eye over either pronunciation. As long
Mhm.
to me, it only sounds like an over pronunciation if you use the D. That's it. Last one.
Last one. Supposedly or supposably?
No, this can't be true.
You've never heard someone say supposedly?
Maybe like a toddler.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Maybe this is like a rural thing and maybe it's a rural Pennsylvania thing where I'm from, but
Supposedly.
I still hear supposedly
Really?
fairly frequently. Yes. Yes.
Supposedly. Yeah, that definitely. I mean, it
Sounds really weird. How foreign or whatever. Not
supposedly blee. You know,
supposedly. Yeah.
those sounds aren't really that. I mean, they're not really similar sounds either, like D or B. One's on the lips, one's inside the mouth. Supposed.
It's more like probably. They're saying it like probably.
Yeah,
Supposedly. Yeah.
probably. Supposedly. I mean, you could even you could cut this down too to less syllable, like supposedly. Maybe
Yeah.
like even without the first syllable, I could imagine someone just really mashing it together.
You know what that
Um,
reminds me of? And I wanted to mention this in this conversation. So I just watched a movie on Netflix called Resball about basketball and these Native American guys on it, and they were using some slang in when they were prepared to right about to play, right, and go out on the court, and they were saying "do this" for "let's do this."
let's do this.
Do this, and
Yeah.
they spelled it in the subtitles apostrophe STOODIS, Studis. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, it's definitely like a function word. Let's. I mean, you're not like introducing new information, so it can be like reduced hard. It reminds me of like "sisn't." "Sisn't gonna work." Like this isn't like "sisn't
This isn't
gonna."
going to work. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Do this.
Okay.
Do this. Yeah.
All right. Let's check out Australia.
Supposedly. Supposedly. He was supposedly on vacation, but I saw him in a meeting.
Yeah, hers
Close.
is
Yeah.
the same as ours. Let's check out one more on this. Let's look at the British guest.
Supposedly. Supposedly. He was supposedly on vacation, but I saw him in a meeting.
I'm going to challenge you to find a video clip where someone says supposedly, because I swear it's out there.
Supposably. Supposedly. Did they go to the zoo? Supposedly.
It makes sense, especially when you compare to probably. If I heard that, I would probably like look kind of sideways at the person. But the point of communication is that if we can understand or not. So
Right. Right. In that case, maybe not. Right. So we'll see.
So this is a fun collaboration of, the variation that exists. There's a lot of words that you probably want to pronounce a specific way every single time, but as you can see that even among ourselves, whether it's inside of the same country or internationally, we have different ears, we have different habits, and sometimes even different rhythm patterns, but we still are able to get the point across. So, don't feel like if you're learning the language and you're not hitting 100% accuracy rate that, you are not an effective communicator, because you can still be really effective and have these little variations.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for inviting me for this, Josh. I had a great time. It was fun, and hopefully people get a lot out of it.
Yeah, thanks for coming, and hopefully we can do something in the future, man.
Awesome.